Welcome back. You have a dog, Cammy,
I do.
Don't you?
A German Shepherd,
A
yes.
German Shepherd. Okay, we have a little Chihuahua.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though. You know, if you have pets, sometimes it's all you can do to get up and let them out. You know, you're just like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed or whatever. But what if the pet could let itself out? Okay.
Now you're talking.
I know, right? Now, at this year's Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, Tom and I ran across something we had talked about here in On the Radar. It's pretty amazing to see it up close, though. It is called Wayzn. Check this out. This is Michael with Wayzn. You know, we talked about this on Ozarks Live once. This is the deal that will let your dog in and out remotely. Tell me about Wayzn.
Absolutely. Well, Wayzn is the first smart home device that can take any sliding glass door and turn it into an automated, app-controlled smart pet door. And so the beauty of Wayzn, compared to traditional dog doors where you have to cut a hole in the wall or cut a hole in your glass door, is this installs in minutes with tape only. It won't damage your door. You don't need a contractor, and because of that, it costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars less compared to traditional dog doors.
So now, how do you know to open the door for the dog? How does that happen?
That's a good question. There's multiple sensors in the device, and so one of the basic ones is a sensor. Dog walks up to it. It can look at just the frame of the space where the dog is to automatically open the dog when you're home. Open up the door for your dog when you're home. If you have a digital camera that's integrated, the camera can recognize the dog and also open and close the door. We'll also do voice activated, so if you're working with Alexa or one of the smart speakers, you can say, hey Alexa, open the dog door. Additionally, we're coming out with an add-on feature for a dog tag, so you can just put the tag on your dog for your specific dog, and that will let the dog in and out of the house while you're there. And then of course the app. When you're away from home, you can use your app and get notified that your dog wants to go in or out, check the surrounding areas with the security camera, and open the door manually with the app.
All right, so the app will alert you if for some reason the door doesn't close again, doesn't close back, you will be alerted that you need to do it manually?
Yeah, you'll be able to see it open and close through your camera, whether it's an integrated camera or one that's not integrated. We call that companion mode. If you have a camera that's not integrated with our system, you can point it to your door and still use the app to open and close the door and validate that your door is closing correctly.
Are people mostly using this to avoid hiring like a pet sitter, or is it just that they think they might be able to leave the dog home for the weekend, or just a myriad of reasons?
It's been a myriad of reasons, really interesting. Everywhere from people who have dogs and they're on the go and they're out for the day and they feel guilty. There's a lot of anxiety about your dog not being able to get out. But they don't want to have a traditional dog door that's not secure. Somebody can crawl through it, so they don't put them in. That's why we didn't put in those dog doors. So now there's a way to let your dog in and out as if you were home, letting somebody open the door to let your pet in and out. So it's been for pet sitters, for people who are just out on the go, for elderly who have a hard time getting up, to let their dogs out, and handicapped as well. So there's been a whole range of people who are really interested in the product.
Good stuff. Wayzn. Michael, thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, Joy. Appreciate it.
I really enjoyed seeing that up close and in person. You can run the whole thing from your phone.
I like the idea of the tag recognizing, because we live out in the country, and I worry about, like, if we had some kind of dog door or whatever, things coming in that you don't want in, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Critters. Things make their way in.
So if it recognizes that's the right dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, these, by the way, will set you back $400 or so. Now, in some cases, they're cheaper than a typical doggy door, though, and you can install it yourself. Makes life easier for people with disabilities, too, as he alluded to. You can also use it to let people in and out of the house when you're away or otherwise occupied. By the way, I learned today, CES 2021 announced it is online only in January. Not completely surprised, but man, do you learn a lot at that show.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll be online.
Well, coming up, we're heading to the kitchen for a fun and delicious recipe from Joy.
Yep, it is an egg roll in a bowl, and it's going to be good, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.